Good evening and welcome back. Today is day 14, August the 12th, 2018. And this is day 14 for my 30-day, I'm doing a 30-day blitz, 30-day challenge to myself to update everybody on what I'm doing in the first 30 days after quitting my corporate job to follow my blitz. So I want to thank everybody for joining me today. And it's been a good day today, and I have been thinking about what I wanted to share with you today. I'm always looking for health information to share because that is my area. I do like sharing health and making people more aware of their health. So today I thought I would give you, we want to discuss, probably I want you to write in the comments too, any healthy habits that you may have. I know that we all have healthy habits that we do on a daily basis that we just automatically do it. And we don't even look at it as really a healthy habit. And if we looked at it as a healthy habit, we would see that it is something that's beneficial to us that we could actually share with others. So this morning at church, there was a song that was played, and the song said, "Wake up, everybody," and it was a really thoughtful song because one of the things that I want to do is to help people be more aware. And so when we're making people more aware, we are encouraging them to wake up from some of the things that they've been doing on a daily basis. Wake up from habits that they've had in the past that no longer benefit them. Wake up from unhealthy habits. Wake up from, programming that they've had in the past that don't serve them for what it is they're up to in the planet, whatever they're up to help with the world. Because we were all called to the world to do specific things. And so what it is that you were called for, what's your purpose? So want to encourage everybody to wake up and to be more aware of what it is that we're doing to our bodies and to our health. Because we want to live a long and prosperous life. And in order to do that, we got to have some healthy habits. So there's hundreds and hundreds of healthy habits that we could all have. So I'm not in any way going to be able to name all the healthy habits that we could possibly have that would benefit our life. But I will do this. I will do 15 healthy habits that I know about that helps me. And I want to ask you to write in the comments any healthy habits that you can think of that you can encourage people with. Okay, so if that'll work for everybody, just kind of write some healthy habits in the comments for me. So I'm going to go ahead and start out with the 15 healthy habits that I wanted to share. So number one is to do housework. I know that sounds like, yeah, really? Housework? How could that be healthy? So with housework, we're moving our body. We're exercising in a sense. So we're doing things that gives us some creativity. We're using our minds, especially when we're doing housework. There's a lot of things going on when we do housework. So that is actually a healthy habit. Number two, take 30 minutes every day and take an early morning walk. Okay? So that's a good habit to have. Number three, don't go to sleep angry. And I know everybody's heard that, and it actually is a true statement. That it's not a good idea to go to bed angry about anything, whether it's with your spouse or whoever, your children. Don't go to bed angry because that's not a healthy habit. Number four, focus on understanding yourself instead of blaming others. That's a healthy habit. I'm going to say that one again. Focus on understanding yourself instead of blaming others. Just look and see what part you played in this situation. Look at what part you played in the circumstance. So instead of blaming someone else, kind of like take responsibility. That's like an adult thing to do, right? So focus on understanding yourself instead of blaming others. And then number 5, healthy habit is to observe and don't judge. Because sometimes when we start judging, it actually affects our whole physical being. And judging and blaming and things like that is just not a good healthy habit to have. So don't judge. All right. And number 6, keep a food diary or journal. Now, I've been doing this for the last maybe 30, 40 days, keeping a food journal or a food diary, because it's making me more aware of what it is that I'm really eating, because I want to eat better. So I am writing down what I eat. And believe me, when I eat something I know I should not eat, I'm not liking the idea of writing it down. But what it's doing is making me more aware of the food that I eat, so that I can like train myself to not eat certain things. So when I write it down, it's like it's right there in my face. So I want to recommend that you do that, to keep a food diary or a food journal. Every day, for every meal you eat, write your breakfast in there, your lunch in there, your dinner in there. And also number 7, which kind of goes along with number 6, is to plan your meals every week. You want to plan what it is that you're going to eat. So what I found is that if I don't plan what I'm going to eat, if I don't write down or have an idea what I'm going to eat on a daily basis, then I just kind of eat anything, right? You tend to like eat junk stuff, or things that you shouldn't eat, or if you're at work, then whoever brings in something, then you're subject to eat that when you know that that's not on your list of things to do, things to eat. So keep a food diary or journal, and then plan your meal. Plan your meal every week. That's a good healthy habit to have. Well, thank everybody for tuning in. I just see where people have joined. So thank you all for listening in and being a part of the conversation that we're having here about healthy habits. And I encourage you to write any healthy habits that you may have that you want to share with the people here, especially for those who are listening on the replay. Number 8, get an annual physical exam and the annual screenings that's recommended based on whether you're male or female. There are some annual screenings that male or female should have. I do recommend that people get an annual physical exam. It's a good thing to kind of stay on top of your health, even if it's just to get lab works, know what your blood chemistry is, and things like this. This is where you would discover if you're having any, issues that you would kind of get a head start on. Just being aware of what your body is doing. And most insurances pay for all of that if you have insurance. And if you don't have insurance, there are some places that you can go to get an annual physical exam for little cost or almost no cost. And if you're not sure, I have some resources that I can give you. If you don't have insurance, I can give you some places that you can go. All right, number 9, avoid heavy meals close to bedtime. So you want to make sure that you kind of eat light closest to the bedtime and not having anything heavy. It's probably best to stop eating after 6. That's what I recommend, to stop eating after 6 or after 6:30. Don't eat anything after that time. You can rest better. You will sleep better. It'll just be better for your body. So your body's not like trying to digest food while you're asleep. Okay. Number 10, be consistent in your sleep schedule. Now, this is a hard one for me because I go to bed all different times of night. And there are people that I know that they're like 9 o'clock is their bedtime. And no matter what's going on, they're going to bed at 9 o'clock. Okay, so that is a person that's consistent in their sleep schedule. Now, mine, I have to work on this one. I know this is a healthy habit, but this is one that I have to work on because I could be up to 12 midnight and then or 1 o'clock sometimes, doing things that I got to finish up. But having a consistent sleep schedule is a good thing. So if you have a consistent one, what's your secret? What is your secret to making sure that you're going to bed at the same time every night? All right. So number 11, get spiritual. That is a healthy habit. We all need to have a spiritual practice that we do on a daily basis, so that we can get closer to God, closer to what it is, and know that what our purpose is for this life. So getting spiritual is very, very healthy. Having an understanding of what who God is, having a time of prayer, having a time of meditation. All those are spiritual practices. Having a quiet time, even if you're not meditating, just taking time to take deep breaths. That's all spiritual. So get a spiritual practice. That is a healthy habit. Number 12, you want to visualize and think happy thoughts. Okay, so I recommend that you do what the scripture says, count it all joy. Because sometimes we have things happen to us and we're thinking it's the worst thing ever that could ever happen to us. But if we count it all joy and we can see the positive in it, we can turn it around and make it a happy time. Even though it looks like it's not a happy time, we can get the feeling that it's a happy time because God said to count it all joy, because it's all working together for our good, even though it looks like a bad situation. All right, so number 13 says on my list is to read a book from an author you never heard of. There's a lot of authors out there, and I think we have a few people on the line here. Let me see if she's still on. She has a book she wrote. Miss Karen Jackson, she wrote a book. I bought her book, and I want to recommend that y'all get in touch with Miss Karen Jackson Carter and check out her book if you have not read her book, because she is the author that maybe you have never read her book. So she's on this trending listening schedule here. I see her name. Yeah. So get in touch with Miss Karen Jackson Carter and check out her book. Get her book from her. So read a book from an author you never heard of. And I'm sure there may be some more authors on here that's listening to me. So if it is some more authors here, please let me know that you wrote a book, because I definitely would like to get one. Okay, because I am all for reading. Okay. Number 14, it says take a road trip. So that is a healthy habit. And you wonder, how can that be a healthy habit? You would be surprised what happens on a road trip. My daughter and I went on a road trip last year. We drove from Houston, Texas to Richmond, Virginia. And we drove there, just the two of us, and we drove back. And we stopped on the way. We slept in a hotel. On the way back, we stopped on the way back, slept in a hotel. It was a fun trip. We took turns driving. She did the most driving, though. But anyway, it was a fun time together for us. And, we bonded. We got to know each other better, even though we think we know our children. But there are times when, we may learn something new about them when we're on a road trip together. So take a road trip. That's a healthy experience. And then lastly, just from my list, like I said, there's hundreds and hundreds of things that you can do as a healthy habit. And again, I want you to write yours in the comment. But the last thing I want to leave you with is to commit to laughing more. Having laughter in your life is a good habit to have for health. So that is my list of 15 healthy habits. And I want to hear about yours. So write yours in the comments below. And so just continue the awareness, thinking every day what else you can do to add to this list that I made and to your list of things that you can do to to stay healthy. Habits that you can cultivate to stay healthy. So thanks again to everybody who listens in to my audio. I appreciate everybody tuning in and keeping up with the updates that I'm giving on a daily basis. I will be having some classes coming out really soon. I will have them all posted. And so that's it for today. And we will talk to you tomorrow. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.